Welcome to this free immigration help channel. Today in this video we are talking about probably one of the most complicated topics in general whenever it comes to the immigration process. It's a filing motions and appeals with Board of Immigration Appeals. And if you heard about what is commonly known as BIA, which stands for Board of Immigration Appeals, then probably you have encountered some kind of hiccup in your case. You have received the denial, the rejection, notice of intent to deny, or just something is not going right with your immigration case. So in this video, I'll kind of make a brief, I'll try to make it brief introduction of BIA in general, who it is for, how the process works, what can you file, who can file, how much it costs to file, and where and what you file whenever it comes to Board of Immigration Appeals. The reason why I am doing a short introduction is because the process of going through the appeals or motions to reopen or reconsider is a pretty complicated one. So I would start by saying that here at this stage, I do recommend, if you don't already have an immigration attorney or some kind of immigration practitioner that you're working with, I definitely do recommend reaching out to one, at least for a consultation, possibly for representation at this point, because things are getting a little bit more complicated. Can you do it yourself? Yes, you can, but just keep in mind that you will have to do some research, some studying, some really deep studying. I'll put the links, all of this I will put in the description below, so that you can do your own research. And I mean, I highly recommend doing your own research. Even if you do have an attorney already, and if you're working with an immigration attorney, I still recommend knowing all of this, just so that you do understand the process and what is going on. It is always much better to kind of stay in control of your own case instead of just letting someone else handle everything for you. Okay, so let's start. What is the Board of Immigration Appeals? Well, it is the highest administrative body for interpreting and applying immigration laws. So yes, they are above judges, above USAS, above immigration officers, really everything that is out there. Everybody who's making decision, Board of Immigration Appeals makes decisions above them, and they're part of the Executive Office for Immigration Review, also known as EOIR. Now, a lot of times going through the immigration process, a lot of times we don't even hear anything about Board of Immigration Appeals or BIA, but sometimes when we do get denials, whatever, something did not work out, your case was denied. Sometimes in the denial letter, it says that you can forward your appeals to BIA. And that would be one of the only reasons, one of the only signs that you can actually address this to BIA. If you don't have that in your denial letter, I probably would recommend switching out of this video, because you don't want to get kind of confused and send your documents, send your motions to somewhere where it's not up for them to do any kind of reviews. Because sometimes you can simply send a notice, a motion to reconsider directly to USAS and just say, hey guys, I think you might have made a mistake, here's an additional document that you were missing, here you go, please reconsider or reopen the case, or whatever. But if in your denial letter you see the BIA, okay, that's it. This video is for you. So I did a brief introduction of the BIA. I will show you how to navigate the website, how to file, what you can file. There are a few things that you can file. Interestingly, to file the motion, whether it is to reconsider or reopen the case, there are a few things that you can do. You don't really need any kind of special form. Yes, there is no special form to file to BIA. There is certain information that you need to provide on the motion, basically on the regular statement, the regular piece of paper, and that would be the only way to file anything with them, because they only accept the paper, the paper documentation, just the motions, whatever it is, the appeal. Everything is in paper, sent to their physical address. Now, I will show you how to briefly navigate the website. all your links. I will put this page itself, which is it's part of the Department of Justice, United States Department of Justice, part of their website, which is justice.gov, and then /EOIR, which is Executive Office for Immigration Review, /board-of-immigration-appeals. And like I said, I'll put that link in the description below. Now on this page, if you scroll down, you will see additional information right here. I'm gonna highlight it, and if you click on the Board of Immigration Appeals Practice Manual, this is one of the main things that we're going to be using here. Now this will give you a few different options. It'll give you Immigration Court Practice Manual, BIA Practice Manual, a few other different things, but we're going to click on BIA Practice Manual because that's what we are talking about. You'll see a few chapters, and in these chapters, this is where you will find really all of your answers. Now I have different pages already open here, so I'll go straight there, and then we will talk about really everything else and how to navigate here. So let's start with the address. Where do you send all your documents? Let's say you have a motion prepared. Where do you send that motion? Okay, so the first things first, the address. If you want to save it, but I will put it in the description below. As usual, as always, Board of Immigration Appeals, Clerk's Office at 5107 Leesburg Pike, Suite 2000, Falls Church, VA, 22041. And again, I'll put that address in the description below. But this is their main address. Unlike USCIS, they don't have separate addresses for separate applications, separate motions, whatever. They have one address for everything. All right, and you will be filing your motion or appeal, really whatever it is, to this address. Okay, so let's talk about filing a motion. A few things. You will see different kind of cases, different kind of situations and motions that you can file with the board, with the BIA. There is a motion to reopen, motion to reconsider, motion subsequent to remand, motions on appeals dismissed for lack of jurisdiction, motions on appeals dismissed as untimely, motion on appeals affirmed without opinion. Most of the cases it will be motion to reopen and motion to reconsider. Okay, so what is the motion? Right? I already kind of briefly mentioned it's really just a regular paper statement, but a few things that you have to keep in mind. Like I said, there is no special form, as you can see here, there is no official form for filing a motion before the board. A few things that you need to keep in mind to put on a motion: title, all right, for example, respondent's motion to reopen, and respondent, it would be the person who received a denial. You received a denial, you're the respondent, you're responding with the motion to reopen. If it's your attorney, if someone who's representing you, it's going to be a respondent's representative, right, sending that motion. But title, make sure you put it there and it's clear what kind of motion it is, right? Obviously the full name, obviously the alien number for each respondent involved in the motion. So for example, if let's say you are let's say you have an asylum case and it was denied, right? And it wasn't just you as part of the asylum case, but you also had the dependents as part of your case. Obviously all of their alien numbers, all of their names will be included, should be included in the motion. The type of hearing or adjudication underlying the motion, right? For example, what is happening, right? Removal, deportation, exclusion, kind of already gives you example, which is very helpful. The adjudicator whose decision underlines the motion. For example, the immigration court, DHS officer, or the board, right? Depending on which situation. And of course, you have the evidence, you have all the documents. You probably noticed the motion fee and fee waivers. In some situations, you will have to pay a small fee, and you can find these fees here again in chapter 3.4. I'm going to open this in the next, actually I'll open it right here. But again, all of this navigation, all these different chapters, this is chapter 3, 4. You can find it again here, right? 3, and then 3-4 filing fees. All right, so this is the page that we have open here. It might take you a little bit of time to kind of figure out the navigation, but once you do, you will be clicking through it without any problems. It is pretty straightforward. You do have to do a lot of reading, but it is pretty straightforward. So on this page right here, filing fees, you will find a few situations when the filing fee is required, when the filing fee is not required, and when the filing fee is waived. And of course, the amount of how much you do have to pay if it is required, right? So in situations when required, this is a few things. The only other thing really I'm gonna mention in this video, and then I'll let you go because I don't want to make it too long, too complicated. But if you do want to know the process in greater detail, make sure to subscribe, because little by little I will keep uploading these videos specifically on this appeal and the motions with BIA, right? Okay, so when the filing fee is required, any appeal filed with the board, all right, except an appeal of a custody bond determination. So any kind of appeal, the fee is required. A motion to reopen, except a motion that is based exclusively on a claim for asylum. Interestingly, we mentioned that example, right? Asylum. So if you do have the asylum case and you are filing the motion to reopen, the fee is not required. Yay, great. Motion to reconsider, except a motion that is based on underlying claims of asylum. Again, if you're filing based on asylum, the motion to reconsider, not necessary. All right, the fee is not necessary. Yes, okay, so moving further, there are a few other situations when the filing fee is not required. If it's a custody bond appeal, motion to reopen that is based exclusively, yes, on asylum, already said that. Asylum again. Appeal motion to reopen pending before the board, motion requiring only a stay of removal, deportation, or exclusion, motion to recalendar, and a few other examples. All right. So amount of, if you do have to pay, if one of this, if you're not filing based on asylum or something like this, and you do have to pay, you can find the answer for how much you need to pay is in 3-4D, amount of payment. So the filing fee is going to be $110. And you're probably wondering how to make a payment. Again, you can find that link. I'll put that in the description below. It's the special EOIR payment portal, and you can put your alien registration number here, what kind of filing type, and then the amount, and then you can make the payment here on this official website. Again, EOIR payment portal. But I will stop at this because probably already getting a little bit too much information in one video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any specific questions regarding this matter. Again, it's very delicate matter, because now you're not just starting the immigration case, you're not just preparing, doing research. No, you actually have an immigration case and it was denied. Okay, so something went wrong along the way. Maybe you did not submit something properly. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you didn't pay a fee. Maybe you missed an appointment. Or maybe there is something serious. Maybe you were denied based on, you don't meet certain qualifications, right? Regardless, I definitely do recommend reaching out to an immigration attorney at this point and at least taking a free consultation and seeing what they recommend. But hopefully this video was useful. Again, if you want to see more specifically on the subject of BIA, make sure to subscribe, and more videos will be coming this way. As always, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for the super likes. You guys, you're helping me get this channel going. All right, and helping other people with their immigration process. I really appreciate that. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.